Hello everyone, and welcome to Zeroc Media. In this video, we'll be discussing the spiritual successor to the Armored Core series, Daemon X Machina, a mech combat game with an emphasis on customization. For many years, fans of the Armored Core series were hoping for a good follow-up to the then aging games. The developer of these titles, From Software, had recently seen huge success with the Dark Souls series, and seemingly wanted to focus on their more lucrative intellectual property. I'm unsure if Daemon X Machina was intended to be a follow-up of Armored Core, but it certainly takes a lot of inspiration from those games. It was also pretty good timing, because it would be several more years until we got the next Armored Core title. Daemon X Machina was originally released on just the Nintendo Switch, but later got a PC version, and that's what I'll be showcasing. Stick around to the end of the video from my daughter's point of view. This analysis will be based on the first 4 hours or so, and I didn't feel the desire to continue. I'll explain as we go on. The game starts off with a comprehensive character creator, including the ability to color your starting outfit. I enjoyed the color and style options available, and many of them can be used to alter the look of your mech later on. I chose to emulate one of my favorite video game characters, Samus Aran from the Metroid series. The world is under threat by artificial intelligence infecting various mechs and attacking human outposts. You play as a newly hired reclaimer, with the objective of protecting what's left of humanity and driving back the AIs. There are many characters that you meet constantly throughout the story, and most of them are so over the top and absurd that it takes me right out of the experience. Daemon X Machina has an anime style for dialogue and designs, and that is totally fine with me as long as it doesn't reach comical levels. Sadly, for the first few hours, it does. Some characters are well thought out with interesting personalities, which makes the wacky ones stand out more. That being said, the gameplay and controls are great. Moving around, shooting, and flying especially are fun and the best parts of the title. There's a lot of freedom of movement and shooting while being able to endlessly fly around. A game with as many movement and combat options can have complicated controls, but I found it to be good here, and simpler than most Armored Cores. Customizing your mech, or arsenal as they're referred to in-game, is decently involved. You gain access to several different types of weapons and body parts to swap in and out to upgrade or better fit your situation. You may want a more durable mech to withstand damage, or perhaps it would be better to lighten yourself up to move around faster. There's at least 2 different visual designs to choose from, and you can paint them both in detailed ways. Towards the end of my time playing, I opted to color it to match Samus's power armor. The story is broken up into missions, and usually the objective is to defeat hordes of AIs attacking a particular location. Before each mission is a briefing to give you a sense of how you may want to adjust your mech or other things you can expect to encounter. You'll often have other characters join you to accomplish these sorties, and this leads into 2 more problems with the game. With a few exceptions, each mission feels quite similar and repetitive. Most of the time is effectively the same, destroy all the AIs in different locations. To go along with the over-the-top characters, some missions have these people talking the entire time, which can be several minutes. It's highly distracting, but sometimes it's worthwhile exposition which can be easily missed if you're focused on combat. Over a relatively short amount of time, I got bored of the mission despite the fun to be had controlling the arsenal. This large amount of odd, dramatic dialogue extends to outside missions as well. There are a few other things of note in Daemon X Machina, such as the online multiplayer. There are a few different modes available, like exploring a level, collecting items, doing missions together, and combat between groups. During my time playing, though, I didn't come across many people, so it may be difficult to party up. A unique upgrade system for your character and arsenal is available. When you upgrade your character, you're actually augmenting them with various cybernetics, aiding them in interfacing with their mech, or boosting their own abilities. These changes are often quite visually apparent too. This PC version is really well made, and was pleasant to experience. I maxed out the settings at 4K 60 FPS and it was flawless. The Switch version by comparison was low resolution at 30 FPS. Now let's hear what my daughter has to say about the game.
I like the robots, and I also like when my daddy fights the robots. The girl looks like Samus from Metroid. You can go to an ice cream shop, and eating the ice cream makes you stronger.
To wrap things up, the extreme anime dialogue and characters, in combination with the repetitive nature of missions and some of the other shortcomings like basic mech customization, made me lose interest in continuing the game. I think there is a good time to be had here if you don't mind the negatives. Please let me know what you think of the game, video, or anything else in the comments. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you for watching.